One. Hey, good morning, Lenny and Don, and welcome to the call today. How's everybody doing out there?
Hey, doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good. Thanks
Now
for
that you
calling.
caught up, now that you caught up with the world and got a new internet service, right?
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
trying to.
We're cooking.
Them smoke signals got old.
The messenger birds, pigeons.
Right.
That's
It
right.
doesn't work very good for video, right?
No.
Especially during dove season.
Yeah.
Well, thank you and Roof Max for being a trusted sponsor of the West DFW REI group. Michelle and I really appreciate that. Not necessarily Roof Max, but it was Hudgens Roofing, now Roof Max, and you're putting your forces together and your experience together to support us with Roof Max. And Lenny's been working with us for many years and done a lot of roofs for the members of the group. But it's important to me that all the sponsors in the group are trustworthy, and they pass my grandmother's rule, which is, would I sleep at night sending my grandmother to you to have a roof done? And would you treat them like you would treat me? And that's kind of the rule that I go by, have been all this time. And so you've passed that rule. We've done a lot of business together in the past. And of course, the roof you just did for me. But that's a very important part of being a sponsor of the group. Are you trustworthy and not be the next news article on the news after a hailstorm, right? Where the roofers all come out of the woodwork. So
Yeah.
Correct.
Unless
we
they
don't.
were the best ones.
Yeah. So we don't want any of that kind of publicity. Good publicity, yes, but so can you tell the audience a little bit about how long you've been in this line of work and what kind of products and services do you offer to our members?
Well, you know me, and I've been in business since 1980. I was started with Fox and Jacobs back in 1977 roofing as a roofer. So I've grown up in this industry for a long time, and we offer any kind of roofs. We offer shingles, metal, commercial roofs, any type of roofs you have. We can handle your roofing needs. And like I say, I'm kind of like you. I like to treat customers like I like to be treated, and I want them to come away with a smile. I hate it when I think customer service sucks right now. Going to McDonald's or any place you go, nobody knows customer service anymore. And that's
They don't know what it is.
They don't. And I'm like I say, I'll bend over backwards for anybody. And when all you got to do is ask. If I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I'll be honestly say I can't do that. All you got to do is ask. But I met up with Don. I was looking for new roofing products to put on, and me and Don's paths cross with a product called Roof Max, and it's actually a patented product. And I'll let Don explain what that is. But that's just something I could put in my toolbox to add something else to help, especially REI groups or people who are flipping houses or trying to move them. And I'll let Don tell you a little bit about Roof Max and the reason we joined together.
Okay.
Yeah. Roofers for the longest time didn't have a choice. Either the roof was fine or hey, you can limp along for a few more years. But your only choice in making it better was a replacement or a repair, right?
Yeah.
Both of which can be pretty costly.
Right.
There never was that interim solution. The guys that started Roof Max, and to be upfront with folks, it's an 8-year-old product. It's been out for about 8, going on 9 years now.
Okay.
Started up in Ohio, worked its way down to Texas about 3 years ago, and I have been an authorized dealer for about as long as it's been in Texas.
Okay.
My sons and I were the first ones to take a look at this in the Dallas area. And we have been looking for opportunities in the home improvement business for about 2 years. And so we had done a lot of research on different things we could do. We landed on this because it made sense. It makes sense for a few reasons. One, hey, if that roof doesn't need to be replaced and it can be restored, why would you want to replace it, right? Especially if it's 80% less than putting on a brand new roof.
Absolutely.
And they had such good science behind this. They've been spraying a similar product on roads up in Canada for over 25 years. And all RoofMax did was bring that back down, set it up with a company called Battelle Labs, who's one of the largest research companies in the entire world. And they reformulated it where it would absorb into something as thin as a shingle. So think about what makes tar. If tar doesn't have oil in it, what does it get? It gets brittle. That's why you get cracks in the road. That's why you get cracks in your roof. So if you can put the oil back into the shingle that gets lost from sun and temperature changes and everything that we've got in Texas in spades, it just makes sense that the shingle is going to perform better. And the testing was immaculate. They've tested it a lot of different ways, but the test result that really we put out there to our customers, they took a 17-year-old shingle and they took a brand new shingle. They treated the 17-year-old shingle with RoofMax, and then they put them both through the testing rigors that new shingle has to go through in order to be called good. And after the RoofMax treatment, that 17-year-old shingle performed within 2% of what that brand new shingle did.
Wow.
So
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so that was one of the things that locked it in for us. I've always been a big science guy, right? Because if you can prove it, then you can stand behind it.
Prove it. That's what, you got to prove it. So I'm sitting here thinking about, as you're talking, thinking about, if you don't have to replace the roof, you're just spraying it. How much time on average are you saving? What's it take you to put, as compared to like a roof you just did for me, Lenny, how long would that roof have taken to spray it?
Hour and a half.
Yep.
Wow.
And you don't even know we're there
Yeah.
because we're not nailing, we're not tearing anything off.
There's no mess.
There's no mess.
No mess.
There's no mess to leave behind.
Literally, the only thing we have to be careful of, it's not, you could spray this on your pet and it wouldn't hurt them. But we do have to be careful of real green leafy plants. And all we do is we just get out there and either tarp them or we spray them down real good with water after it's over. But other than that, the product has no ill effects whatsoever. It's made of soil.
Is there any kind of masking of fascia and gutters and stuff like that?
None of that's required. The only thing that we have to tape off is if people have plastic skylights. Oil and plastic sometimes don't get along, so we do have to tape off plastic skylights. But that's a real simple thing to do, and we make sure those are.
Okay, cool. Well, it sounds like an interesting product, and I can't wait to get a house and to go try it. But my Weatherford house was not it, right, Lenny?
Right. No, that wasn't a good candidate for it.
Well, that's the great thing about our business, though. We get called out to look at RoofMax for RoofMax, and sometimes houses aren't treatable. The biggest thing is granular loss. If they've lost too many granulars, we can't put those back, right? But offering the full service like we do, we're there to provide, and we're probably one of the best cost options in roofing out there.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a great joint venture to me. If you can't do one, you can do the other, hopefully.
I've always been family owned and operated. My sons, my daughters, my granddaughter, and then with Don's, his sons, and we like being a family business, and that's what made us come together, because I'm still trying to help my family and hope for generations to come that we'll have RoofMax. My grandson's 18 and his sons are in their 30s.
Yeah.
So we're open. We got another 30 to 50 years of behind us when we're probably put into the product of RoofMax. I'm going to tell them just put my ashes in there and spray me on a roof. And that'll be my legacy. Spray me on the last roof.
So here's a science project for you, since you like sciences. You got to figure out now how to mix in the granules so when you spray it, it looks like brand new.
Right. Well,
Not just
we
works
do
like
have,
brand new, but looks like brand new.
well, like I
Okay,
said, we
so
have
go
we
ahead.
do have a tune-up when we do spray, that we tune up and we spray all the vents and makes your roof look new. And when you spray it, it'll look a little darker, so it looks
Actually,
Yeah.
a little better until it dries out. And we even got a cleaning agent for algicide. If you got fungus
black
and,
streaks on your roof.
on your
and
streaks,
algae.
we can clean that
mildew.
off.
Yeah.
Also, we have a product that does
No,
that.
that's a good deal. You got a good little package of services there. So having said that, what kind of special offers or unique selling propositions do you have for the members of the West DFW REI group?
Where you're usually, from anybody else, we give them 10 to 20% off of what we would charge somebody on the street, at least 20%. And as far as insurance companies, we're 30-40% usually. We help try to pay deductibles if we can. And but especially if you're an REI group member, you're going to get like $30 a square cheaper, which comes up to a lot of money. If you got that's $1,000 cheaper than I would give to somebody else for just being an REI, calling me and saying I'm with the DFW REI West group. They will save more money than not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's not confuse people and rename the group, Lenny. It's called the West DFW REI group.
West,
So,
okay.
and I say that and emphasize that because there's so many that are similar names.
Right.
So I'm just trying to be clear. West DFW
REI, correct.
You know, it's a long name, but I'm just trying to clarify the distinction there. We are in the west part of DFW, West Fort Worth. And that's why I named the group what it is. I've had people try to get us to move to Dallas. And I said, well, it's not the Dallas group,
Right.
Yeah. And I would say, having done some flips and things myself, I've got a passion for people doing that. And we're all trying to find ways to get more out of our dollar and turn a bigger profit on that.
Right.
And and plus people like customers like that represent repeat business to us, right?
That's
so
right.
If we do a good job for them, we treat them right, we give them a good price, then they're going to say, hey, that's my go-to guy.
That's right.
We don't want to do one house. We want to do 10 houses for you. We want to do 20 houses for you.
And I always want to help all of our sponsors earn the repeat business, and it's not just about the one-time transaction. We want to do it over and over again, and it's got to be fair to everybody. As investors, though, we've got to have numbers that work in our deals. So that's why we're selective in the sponsors that we choose and making sure that we get good service for the money spent, the good value for the money spent on that property. And it's important, especially nowadays when everything is so stinking high.
It is.
That's one of the best things we offer is we offer our service free. To let us go look at the roof, and I'll tell you whether, hey, you're going to have to drop your bid $15,000 because it's going to need a new roof, or it's going to be repaired, and I can tell you whether it's going to pass a home inspection or an insurance inspection and what you can expect when you go to flip that house, and whether you're going to sell it or if you keep it and have to call your insurance company, then you got to pass an insurance inspection. There's a little bit difference in home inspections and insurance inspections, and we're qualified on all of them, and I can try to lead you and help you in the right direction of where you need to be.
Well, I'm always gonna provide the opportunity for you to go look at my roofs, you know?
Right.
And I'm even going to do that on the 26th of November on a Saturday.
Right, I'll be there. That's Thanksgiving weekend, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So I was prepared to go back and tell them that's not going to work, but you said yes. So,
Yep.
Hey, if you call us, we'll come.
That's it.
okay.
Um,
Hey, we all
Yeah,
do a
our-
lot of
our-
things
our-
on Saturdays when we would prefer to be doing something else, right?
right. But
Okay.
make hay while the sun's shining or when it's raining.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way.
Okay. So moving on here. What made the two of you decide to become or continue being a sponsor of the West DFW REI group?
Well,
I think it's a no-brainer, but I want to hear your justification for it.
being a sponsor of the West DFW REI group that brings us money. I mean, we love to help it out, but also y'all help us out so much because you provide us a work. So if people want to be a sponsor, I would tell them it's a no-brainer. Go sponsor this group because they will refer you and you will make money. I mean, that's what we're all in here for, to do, is make money. And it makes sense for me to sponsor, to help you out and help your group out, because I would rather take less money, but like say I want 10 of your houses, because hopefully you're just not going to do one deal and quit.
Right.
We want to keep doing your jobs throughout the year, but it is a great opportunity if you're a vendor to join this group, because we do get a lot out of the group.
Yeah.
And plus knowledge of just being at the meetings. I've learned so much about buying houses, flipping houses, because all your meetings you have are educational.
Yeah.
And so I learn a lot just going to the meeting.
Well, I was going to say, it was just, I've only got to go to one so
Right.
far because Lenny and I've just made this partnership, but you got some really nice people over there, and they all seem to be helpful with each other, as well. The good thing about a group like that is you're not just getting your knowledge, Tim, you're getting everybody else's knowledge and that help. And I'm sure your members go help each other out. And that's pretty cool.
Well, it is kind of a team sport, it's not an I type of business, it's a we business. So could you do it by yourself? Well, you got to be awfully talented. And it's going to take you an awful long time to do it by yourself, but being a team player and getting other experts involved is going to be definitely beneficial. So
absolutely.
To me, what I tell the other sponsors is, or anybody that's even thinking about it, is it's a no-brainer. If your ideal customer is in the real estate business, then you're in the right place as a sponsor, because you get to not only come to the meetings and network, shake hands, build relationships, but you get to do videos like this and be in front of people. You get to be on our YouTube channel. You get to be on our website. We have several calls throughout the month. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to market and promote yourself. Plus you get my endorsement and recommendation for people that call me, which happens all the time. So it's just a no-brainer, in my opinion, for people looking to grow and expand their business. This is a good place to be.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that. So we already talked about that. What's the best way for someone interested to reach out to you and contact you?
Well, I'm old school. I prefer a call. A lot of people prefer emails, but just call me, because I'll answer my phone. But if they can go to our website, they can text us, they can call us, and we've got a national website if they want to learn more about RoofMax, which is roofmax.com. If they go to roofmax.com, they'll find the whole story on Roof Max and how it was formulated and how it's been tested and how it's helped thousands and thousands of people across the United States. It's just not Texas, it's a national product. And that's what we brought here with Don is we got a national product that's all over the nations, and it's really going to be helpful. But they can call us, which is on your website. Our emails will be on your website, and any way they look at it, we'll get in touch with you. Me personally, I prefer calls. I don't know about Don.
I guess I'm a little bit more of a technology guy than him, but yeah, text, email, call. If you go to our website, which our website is www.roopregen.com. That's our our local franchise site. Then there's a place that you can click, hey, reach out to Don or reach out to Lenny right there, and it comes right back to our phones.
That website, Roof Regen, comes straight to you.
Comes straight to us, yeah. Okay. The other's the corporate website.
It's the national website.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So just thinking about in the future, occasionally we have sponsors teach in the meetings. Do you have like a display, of an old roof and a new roof? And, before you spray it with Roof Max and after you spray it with Roof Max, do you have examples like that you could bring into a class sometime?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, without a doubt. We try to keep those fresh, right? So, it takes about 72 hours for a Roof Max, a treated shingle, but we're getting old shingles all the time from the roof we replace.
I bet you are.
We just take a section of those, spray them down, and let people see the difference. A matter of fact, we could even bring a little bit of Roof Max up there and spray it in front of them. Just treat it, probably brush it on. And then leave it. People could come in the next meeting and see the difference. If they wanted that much of a test. But it's we definitely can bring some show and tell for sure.
So when you mentioned the 72 hours, is that to soak in or dry or what?
That's to fully bond with the asphalt particulates. As far as weather considerations, as long as we have the product, we have to put it on a dry roof. But if it were to rain 30 minutes after that product has gone on the roof, we're in good shape.
You're good.
So we only need a 30-minute window with a dry roof. And as long as it's 32 degrees and trending upward, we can put the product down. So the wintertime does not shut us down here in Texas.
Okay, cool. Well, so we got, and you're going to give us all the contact information then. For anybody watching this video, we'll have the contact information down below the video on the YouTube channel, and it'll be over to the right of the video on our group sponsors page, just so you know, whatever you're looking at, you'll be able to find it. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for sitting with me a couple of minutes here and talking about Roof Max and what you guys are doing together and helping the members of the West DFW REI group. Do you have any last minute parting comments you'd like to say to the viewers?
I would just say, if you have the opportunity to come to a meeting, come to one. If you're new or just looking at the video here, come to a meeting and see what they're like. I mean, I've learned so much, and I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity, because to me, y'all have offered us such a great opportunity of customers and customer base, and I've made a good living off of just customers that I get from going to events like this.
Good.
And that's what I've got to say. And
yeah, same thing. We appreciate you, Tim. I mean, we appreciate this opportunity, and I'm just looking forward to getting to know more of the members in the group.
Yep. Well, come to the meetings, join the weekday calls, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes to introduce yourself. You'll have a chance to talk about your company on those calls. I just something on Lenny's comment there about learning so much. It must be I'm teaching so much that you've learned so much now, Lenny, that you don't need to come and mentor with me, huh?
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
just
think-
picking on you.
Yeah, a little bit.
no, it's,
That's
I'm
okay.
just kind of refocusing. No, I'm refocusing my group on just doing roofs.
Yeah.
Like I say, I was going to try to venture out and do some other things, and
I'm just
found
picking on you.
you're right. But I think it's best to do what you know best. And matter of fact, I've got I'll bring the picture back and put it back on the website. First house I roofed is when I was 10 years old. It was my grandma's house. So there's a picture of me and my dad was roofing the house. So I could say I've been roofing since I've been 10. So that was back in,
That's-
back in
That's 1871.
1871 or something like that. So
That's
I
a
mean,
long time, man.
that's right. And I even roofed a TP and a wigwam for Geronimo, and everybody says, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know. It's just too tense."
All right. All right, guys. I think this is a wrap. Again,
Okay.
Michelle and I really appreciate yourselves and Roof Max for being a sponsor of the group. And we look forward to working with you and doing more business together. And of course, we already have you working on another roof later this month. So hopefully we'll get insurance to take care of that for me. But look forward to working with you. And for anybody watching this video, please reach out to Lenny or Don and request your free quote on getting your roof replaced or having them extend the life by spraying it with Roof Max. So until next time, see you guys. Have a great
All
day.
right.
Thanks a lot for your help and your time, and we'll talk to you soon.